Guys, I'm Steve. Welcome back to the channel. Welcome back to another video. If it's your first time stopping by the channel, hit that subscribe button. Trust me, you won't regret it. You're a returning subscriber. As always, guys, welcome back, and I do appreciate support. Guys, in 1 week, we will be going into the start of the Sade Robinson murder trial. And you guys remember Sade Robinson from Milwaukee, Wisconsin? Last year, she was killed after meeting this guy right here, this devil. This guy right here that you see is Maxwell Anderson. This guy's in his 30s. Sade Robinson is 19 years old. Some way or another, they hooked up. This guy had aspirations to kill somebody. He chose her as his target, came up under the guise of him liking her and going out on a date. And, you know, she fell for it. And it cost her big. Now, like I said, the 27th of this May, is going to be when they start this trial. Now, I'm going to tell you something. I've been covering this case since it started because it's a horrific case, and my heart and, you know, prayers go out to the family. But I want to talk a little bit about it today, show you a little bit of a timeline of what got us to where we are to this point. And it's just crazy, man. You know, you meet somebody and want to build with them, but in their mind, they're looking to destroy you. A lot of people, you know, before I show you this video, a lot of people came out and said some negative things about this young lady, I guess because she was dealing with a white guy or whatever. And a lot of people was victim blaming. A lot of people like, oh, that's what she get. That's this, that's that. She's 19 years old. This guy's in his 30s. He can't run the mental relay race of this guy with him trying to get this girl. You know what I'm saying? And people like who they like. I don't know the dynamic of interracial dating out there in Milwaukee, Wisconsin, or just other parts of the world. So it'd be wrong for me to say, oh, somebody's wrong for dealing with somebody. I don't play them games. I focus on the facts. And the facts is this woman was dismembered in this guy's house. Her car was burned up. He running around here acting like he don't know nothing. And her body parts are washing up in different parts of the city, and creating a media swarm and panic the whole time. It ain't right. There are people that idolize serial killers and sadistic beings and want to be like them. And Mr. Maxwell here is one such person. I want you to take a look at this. Now, I was supposed to go and do this trial next week. I was supposed to go and be out there, but due to situations financially, as far as, you know, getting my car fixed from the Memphis situation where they broke in my car and messed my car up, I don't have the funds. So I'll be covering that from here. And let's just take a look at this, man. And it's just unfortunate, man, that, you know, people are evil out here and they seek to do harm to others for their own sick, twisted enjoyment. Take a look at this, and may Sade Robinson family get the justice that they deserve, as well as Sade herself. Take a look, guys.
It has been more than a year since body parts surfaced throughout Milwaukee County, launching a massive search for a missing teenager, Sade Robinson.
Police say Robinson was last seen alive on a first date. It is a crime filled with twists and turns, and in 1 week, the trial is expected to start for the accused killer.
Tonight, our Bria Jones has new video, new witness accounts that paint a picture of how we got here.
April 2nd, 2024, a gloomy spring day in Milwaukee County. The waves of Lake Michigan bringing a chilling discovery, a severed human leg in Warnham Park. The grim finding would unravel the mystery of the disappearance of 19-year-old Sade Carlina Robinson. Prosecutors say Robinson vanished after a first date with 33-year-old Maxwell Anderson. Unsealed warrants revealed a confidential informant told investigators Anderson planned to kill Robinson. A seemingly fatal attraction leading to an investigation spanning 2 states and the arrest of Anderson for homicide, arson, and mutilation charges.
This sick son of a is gonna pay.
To understand what happened next, we need to go back to the day before April 1st, 2024. Court records show text messages between Robinson and Anderson between 4:15 p.m. and 5:18 p.m. Anderson texts, "Are you hungry? I need to stop at Twisted Fisherman to pick up my W-2 from last year, and we could eat there first." Robinson responds, "Okay," and "Yes." Are we eating at the Brat House or the other place? Anderson replies, let's eat at Twisted. I'm feeling seafood. Robinson answers, yes, I love seafood. Still images from surveillance cameras show the two inside the Twisted Fisherman. Investigators say Robinson had Life 360, a location tracking app. It placed her at Duke's on Water and later at Anderson's Milwaukee home, 39th in Oklahoma. It's the last place Sade's loved ones believe she was seen alive. Her phone pinging at his home until 12:45 a.m. on April 2nd.
Do we know how Sade met Maxwell Anderson?
So from my understanding, it was no dating app. It was a friend of a friend. So my friend that worked at Pizza Shuttle, cousin, was the bouncer at Victor's, which was friends with the bartender, who was Maxwell.
Kiki is Robinson's cousin. She hasn't shared her last name publicly, but over the last year, she's led searches for her cousin and pushed for answers. Now for the first time, she's sharing these videos of Robinson the night before she disappeared. Robinson was spotted out at Victor's nightclub where Anderson was a bartender. You can see part of what appears to be Anderson's distinctive arm tattoo.
Another one of my family members reached out to me stating that they were at the bar with her, the Easter 31st at Victor's, and that they were having drinks, and they seen her with this man, and then who's described as the demon, who we call him, Maxwell.
Robinson was reported missing by a friend after she didn't show for a shift at Pizza Shuttle on April 2nd. That same morning, Milwaukee police say a car was set on fire near 30th and Lisbon. Detectives later learned it was Sade's vehicle.
I just heard the car crash, and it was a big bang, and I saw the car outside of my window, so I come outside, and by the time I come outside, I see the flames start, and I just see this taller white guy just running away from the car.
In that moment, Ashley Ryder says she didn't realize what she was witnessing.
I remember his face when he turned around because he looked so shocked, and then I found out a couple days later what was actually going on.
Hours after the car was torched on April 2nd, a man discovered a severed leg with pink toenail polish at Warnimut Park in Cudahy. The same place investigators would later say Robinson's phone was pinging between 3 a.m. and 4:30. April 5th, less than a mile from the car fire. A body part was found in the same area of 30th and Lisbon. April 6th, remains were discovered at 31st and Galena. The next day, more remains were found at 31st and Walnut. At one point, Kiki says she found a blanket with Robinson's face on it lying on the ground in Galena Park.
I looked down and I seen Sade's face just flipped over, and my heart instantly just started to beat, and I just yelled to my sisters, like, I just found her blanket, everybody, and everybody just ran over to me. And then the detectives just showed up, like, nobody called them, they just showed up, and I told them, like, we just found her blanket. So then they started, like, shutting off the area.
Did you ever find anything else?
I did. I found her bone, and I was about to pass out, and I didn't, because everybody else around me was crying, like, everybody was emotional. But I can't get emotional because I'm gonna break, and if I break, I'm not gonna be able to search.
Fox 6 obtained surveillance video from a business near 31st and Walnut. It shows a person with clothing that matches what detectives say Anderson was wearing on a MCTS bus to head home. The person appears to be wearing a hoodie and a gray backpack. This is similar to surveillance images in the same area prosecutors shared in the criminal complaint. Days later, Anderson was arrested, making his first court appearance on April 12, 2024.
At this time, we don't believe that there are any other victims out there, and that the person who is responsible for this heinous crime has been arrested.
Are you still searching for remains for Ms. Robinson?
Yes, we are.
As detectives used everything from flashlights to sonar boats, Robinson's loved ones searched far and wide with community support.
One day, we actually walked 21 miles. That was between there and back. We walked east, we walked west, we walked all the way probably to Racine.
On April 18, 17 days after she was first reported missing, Robinson's torso and arm were found in South Milwaukee. Nearly a month later, her arm washed up on the beach in Waukegan, Illinois.
What are you still searching for?
I'm gonna say her crown, her head, is still missing. So that's why it's important that we still do all these memorials and stuff so that people don't forget that we still don't have all of her.
To this day, pieces of Sade Carlina Robinson remain lost to the world, a somber reminder that justice still waits in the shadows. Bria Jones, Fox 6 News.